There's no any rich man that I've seen in my life, and you too probably, that they said it was money that they used to build their brain. Rather, they will say people have used their brain to build wealth. The level at which you are able to use your brain, that's how much wealth you can create for yourself. If you ever happens to be in business, please always have it clear at the back of your mind that business money is never, ever, ever your money. Tell yourself every day, this business money is not my money. You're able to have some level, some degree of control of your own life. There's so much you are going to achieve in life. It's not a magic, it's not a miracle. It's just training yourself, getting that habit. It might take you a struggle, but be ready. Don't give up. I'm smiling today, right? That's because we're going to be having one of the most interesting of all topics that we've discussed in the past. Today is the 19th of our live video challenge on Facebook. If you are joining me for the first time, I look beautiful, right? Is it handsome? Yes, I just need to look good for you. I was busy all the week and I couldn't just even go to the barber, but today I tried that and I think I'm looking good. So straightforward to what we're about to learn today. This will blow your mind. If you are joining me for the first time, my name is A.A. Kabir, and I've vowed that I'm going to be teaching you how to bring yourself up, how to climb the ladder of wealth creation right where you are. And I'm going to be doing this free of charge until 1,000 days. And I pray God help me to achieve this. Today is already day 19, and if you are joining me today, please congratulate me. I'm gradually climbing, and so also I wish you to also climb. So today, like you have seen from the title, money, capital is not what you need to start a business. Then I'm going to be sharing with you today the things you need if you really want to start a business. Don't think about money, don't think about capital. There are certain key things that you need to start a business, and those are the things I'm going to be sharing with you today. There are so many, but I just had to point the ones that so much helped me, and of course I believe you can also start from there. There are so many. You can just pick even one of them and give all of your effort into achieving it, and then come back to this video some years to come, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 years, and then you are going to see that what I'm telling you today is true. So if you are joining me, sit back, relax, and make sure you listen very well. The topic is actually wide, okay? So let's get started. Just like our culture in our presentations, we usually give you a quote, right? We usually give you a quote to start with. Today I have decided that I'm going to be starting with my own quote, just like I did yesterday. Earlier, while I was trying to prepare for this topic, a lot of things were rushing through my mind. You know, I have been a student of knowledge, student of learning. Like Jim Rohn always advised, you should be a student of knowledge. Don't be a follower, be a student. So I have been a student, meaning that whatever you learn, you try to put it in your own language. You try to now not only put it in your own language, but also bringing it out as it suits you, like in your own times and conditions. That's why I tell people that, look, even when you are in school, and those are some of the problems we have learning in school, because most of the things we learn, we cannot really bring it out in our own times and conditions to deal with it, to produce something out of it the way we want. So I'm going to be starting with 3 quotes today that is courtesy of me. Like I told you, seriously, this is a serious topic. For so many people that I've met in my life, always think about money. I need to go into business, I need money. Some people will even come with that money. Sometimes they say, I have 300,000, please, I want to start a business, I hope it's enough capital. I said no, that's not what you need. That's not the first thing you need. When you are about to start a business, you don't need money at all. You don't need it. This will not go down well with you, but I like you to, I'm challenging you and I'm telling you what is right. If you are calm enough, just follow me to the end of the conversation, to the end of the video. There are certain key things that you're going to learn from it. And if you learn it well and apply it, I'm very sure that it's going to help you. It has helped me. It it has helped so many self-made billionaires out there. And of course, those are some of the small tips and secrets I'm sharing with you today. So let me start with my 3 quotes. These quotes, they are so interesting. They are so dear to my heart. And I gave back to them today as at the time of making this video, just few minutes before making this video. Now, number 1, I told myself that brains build empires. Empires don't build brains. Wealth is a product of intellect, not vice versa. I will repeat that again. Brains build empires. Empires don't build brains. Wealth is a product of the intellect, not vice versa. Don't steal it though. If you are stealing it, put my name there. Do you know what this means? The first thing you need in your journey of wealth creation. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Idris. You're always here. Say good afternoon, my brother. Happy to be here this moment. Thank you so much. Today you're going to learn a lot. And if you are coming late, or if you come to watch this after, it might interest you to know that you need to follow it in total from the beginning to the end. Because I've seen a lot of people that have been crying. I don't have money. I want to start a business. I want to do this. I want to do that. I said you don't need money from the start. The things you need are what we are discussing today. And I've started by telling you that brains build empires. Brain is what creates wealth. There's no any experiment. There's no any rich man that I've seen in my life, and you too probably, that they said it was money that they used to build their brain. Rather, they will say people have used their brain to build wealth. So what is that telling you to start with? If you need money now, if you need money, you already have brain, then what else do you need? You go and get the money. Use it. So I am telling you that the level at which you are able to use your brain, that's how much wealth you can create for yourself. This thing I've said will not go down well with the religious people. I know some of you, your kind of belief system, it will not go down well because you think that there's a miracle somewhere. By the way, I learned somebody told me today that there are 3 people that will never be successful, and one of those people he mentioned, he said those who are too religious and always believe so much on miracles and have built their life on hope of miracles, that things will happen, luck will happen, and I will be successful. You will never be successful. You need to learn some of these things, right? By the way, I just think there is so much you should do before you even try to pray. And if you are not doing those things, there's no any amount of miracle. Do you know that even when finally that miracle comes to you, you will not even be able to use it? Even when money comes to you, okay, ask those who inherited money, so much money. Have you not seen people that inherited so much money from their parents who has worked hard but left the money for them? Have you not seen people who has won lottery, millions and billions of money, dollars or naira, but today they are nowhere to be found? Even when you have the luck, even when you have the miracle, you will still be poor. Today is going to be hot though. Let me calm down. I've just read one of my quotes. Let me read the second one. OPM, other people's money can become yours. I'm reading the second quote. OPM, meaning other people's money can become yours, but business funds aren't personal. Other people's money can become yours, but also understand that business money is not personal. It is not yours. Oh my God. Wisdom. If you ever happens to be in business, please always have it clear at the back of your mind that business money is never, ever, ever your money. Tell yourself every day, this business money is not my money. In fact, sometimes, do you know what I do? I write down some of these quotes and I read it every day. This money is not your money. This money is not your money. It is business money. Now, see, the problem with you probably is that you find it very difficult to comprehend or try to understand some of these principles because you already have a biased mind. As I'm talking now, some people will be saying it's because you are greedy, or it's because the rich people are greedy. That's why they are always thinking business. You that you have not been thinking business now, where are you? You that have not been thinking about money, are you happy with your life? Don't you want to be better? And they are telling you, some of these successful people, what they do. By the way, if you decide that you want to be successful and you become a business owner and you control so much amount of money to yourself, then what do you have to lose? I don't know if you get. If you don't begin to learn some of these principles, accept it and begin to work with it, and stop using your biased mind, probably the mindset that you are brought up with, to change your life and your story, it's gonna be tough, and it will get tougher. I told you some days back that if you want to be successful, all you need to do is to learn what successful people do. I decided by the end of the year 2021 that, look, I want to know what people like Dangote are doing. I want to know what people like Elon Musk are doing differently. Even the leaders you have that are not treating you well, I want to know, what are they doing differently? What is it about them? Man, if you begin to learn some of these things, it will blow your mind. By the way, it's not all about learning, it's about picking them and taking them into action. It depends on what you want. Let me read the third quote. We are still reading quotes. I'm going to be giving you 7 or 8 steps you can implement in order to make it easier for you to start creating wealth without necessarily needing money. Please, let me make it clear that it is a fact that you need money, but if you depend on money at any level of your business to be successful, then you will never be able to build that business to wherever stage you want to build it to. Especially not from the start. You don't need money from the start. You don't even need so much money when you continue. See, there are certain things you need. I'm going to be sharing with you today. So I said the third quote is, meet a self-made individual. Meet a self-made individual and you will find someone who has mastered self-discipline, self-control, self-directed learning, and ultimately become self-reliant. Did you digest that? You see, there are so many self-made billionaires we have. You can go on Google and type. I wanted to even sample a few of them so that I will share with you. But I know a few of people that have started from scratch without zero. Even the zero they don't have. But today they are worth billions and billions of dollars. Do you know that you too can become the same thing? It has never occurred to you, right? That's because you don't know. And that's why we say one of the things that self-made people learn, and I've said it some days back in some of my videos, that anybody who you see successful, or any self-made person, any self-made individual, happens to master about 2 to 3 and 4 skills. Number 1, as I've mentioned it in this quote, is they master self-discipline. They master self-control. They master self-directed learning. And they also become self-reliant. They master these 4 building blocks of success. With you, probably you can't even control yourself. You can't control yourself. You can't be patient enough to follow up with what you need to do, even when working with others. You know your job description, but you really cannot carry it out to the letter. You can't even bring results out of it. That's why people have to keep pressing you like remote. I'm sorry to say, but I have to say it to you. Self-control. Do you know, I started picking books to read about these things. Do you know, I will pick a book that will talk about self-discipline. And by the way, one of the best books that I've read when it comes to self-discipline, let me tell you, No Excuse by Brian Tracy. No Excuse. Go and read that book. It will tell you the importance of self-discipline, having control of your own life. If you're able to have some level, some degree of control of your own life, there's so much you are going to achieve in life. It's not a magic, it's not a miracle. It's just training yourself, getting that habit. It might take you a struggle, but be ready. Don't give up. Don't give up. Right? So now with these quotes, I hope it prepare your mind so that we can now list some of the points do you know, I had to take my time to list down whatever that came to my mind while I tried to think critically about this topic of you don't need money to start a business. And I know a lot of people, it will not go down well with you, just because you lack the ability to be able to comprehend and digest and be able to, because you have built a mindset that is so rigid. By the way, I don't blame you, because it is not easy for you to try to remove what you have built for perhaps the entire life. Maybe you are 30 years old or more now, or less. You have built this mindset all through these years now, and somebody is just telling you now that you don't need the money, you don't need that mindset. Your mind will fight against it. That's what your mind will do. But refuse to do that. Take the reverse. Just try to listen. What is this guy saying? Then how can I do it? I'm going to show you now. Maybe I'm keeping you in so much suspense already. See, the first mindset you develop. By the way, I'm not talking about mindset today, but I have to touch it. The first mindset you develop is do it or die. It's either I do this. By the way, I read one book, Your Money or Your Life. I've not finished reading it. I'm still on it. Your Money or Your Life. You need to develop this mindset of, it's either I get this thing right or I will die trying. For most of us now, we can't develop that mindset. Once it gets hot, once it gets tough, we are found nowhere. Most people come to me, I want to learn an e-commerce, I want to learn business. I just share 1, 2, 3 videos for them to go and learn. You will never see them again. What they will tell you is that, I don't even understand what the man is saying. I don't even have enough time. I don't have money to start all this business. I don't trust people online. Then how do you want somebody to help you? You can't even help yourself. Can't you see that you are helpless? So you need to develop that mindset of, see, I have chosen to do this, and it's either I get it right or I will die trying it. There's nothing, no obstacle at all is capable of stopping me, and I'm going to do it, and watch me do it. I told some people some days back that I want to start coming online to teach people, and I usually have this nervous, I started trying this since 2021. Today is 2024. You can see the passion in me. You can see how I'm vibrating now. With me in the past, I couldn't just even make my camera. Not on live. I can't put a camera before me to make a video. I will be making tons of mistakes. I can't even concentrate. But you can see the story is changing. Just dare it. It doesn't matter how long it takes you. Once you know that this is what I want, is do or die. It's either I get it or nothing else. There's no second alternative. There's no other option. There's nothing else I want to do until this, and until I get it right. Now, with most rich people, the wealthy people, the most successful people, all of them have this mindset. Elon Musk, the 4th time he will be trying the spaceship, which he actually confessed that if he loses it at that time, then he will lose everything. Not just his own, even people that have trusted him with their money, other people's money. He had to take the risk. He had to keep going. There's no going back. There's no going back. But for you, you already start running even before the tough time comes. So you must develop that mindset to start with. That one is not even part of the discussion today, but it's very, very important. Now, the first point I have here is self-learning. Can you say that? Can you say it in your mind? Self-directed learning. And what does that mean? You are ready to go after that knowledge that you think will help you, or that you've been told is helpful, or that somebody else is already using it and is helping them. So you develop that mindset of, is it that I get it right? For some person might try the first 10 times, some person might try the first 20 times, the first 50 times, the first 100 times. If I had to do this 1,000 times, if I had to come online here 1,000 times to get it right on how to mentor people, I had to do it. Just imagine, like, almost 3 years of my life coming here live. Some people will say your life is not even in your hand. You are saying the religious people. That's why I started by saying, if you are too religious and you believe too much in miracles and lucks, forget about, you are so far from success. Because miracles don't just happen like that. They happen because you happen to have put yourself in some certain places, you've done some certain things, and you have unlocked that miracle for it to come. For me, what I call miracle is not just free. It's nothing like that. Nothing goes for nothing. So you have to develop this mindset of self-learning. And what are the few things that you might want to look at? Finances. What I call financial knowledge. You see that thing? You got to learn that thing. Financial knowledge. How money works. Money management. You need to learn that thing. Get a skill. It's not about learning about money, but what do you do for that money to come to? By the way, if you start learning about financial knowledge, definitely you will know that you need to get a skill. These are some of the things, right? That self-learning. Another thing I would recommend to you is marketing. Learn that thing. You don't even need to start online. Go and meet somebody who is selling something in your area. By the way, I remember when I was in school. If you're in school right now, see, one of the basic things you can learn is people management. You begin to manage your people well, your students, your colleagues. Have a way of they agree with your point. You can convince them. See, practice that thing. Communication, marketing. Try to start selling something. It doesn't matter. Just go and get something. Just whatever it is. Don't even sell it for the purpose of making profit at that time. You are practicing. Are you able to convince them to buy a pen? This pen you are seeing that you are using in school, go and get a bunch of it. Instead of students to go to either Aboki, the shop, to go and buy, sell to them at the same price. Don't even depend on profit. Just waste your time doing something like that. Man, it's amazing. I hope I had somebody that teach me some of these things. By the way, I'm still young. You can see, and I'm still learning it. And I'm learning more, and it's helping me. See, get back to work. Get to work. Let me rush. I've said we don't have much time to exhaust all of this. There's so much. Remember, I am telling you what you need to start a business. There is no money. Do you know you can go to that shop owner, develop that good relationship, let them trust you. I'm coming to that topic. Begin to collect their pen to come and sell on risk. Even add small profits. I'm just making an example of pen. There are so many things. Somebody came to me and he said, I have 300,000. I want to start my own medical store. What did I tell him? It's not money you need. What you need is go and work for free. I'm coming to that topic. Go and get yourself into any pharmaceutical shop at all, anywhere that they can accept you. Please sell for them for free for some time. You've gone to school, you spent 4 years, 5 years learning something that you know. Me and you know. Don't deceive yourself. Me and you know that after you graduated from your first degree, there is nothing you are capable of doing. If at all you are capable, it's just little, and that little cannot help you. That's why you are looking for a job. My brother, my sister, me and you know this thing. Don't deceive yourself. You were patient to do that, but now somebody is telling you, go and work. Let me go to the second point. Honor people. Honor people. Don't be an arrogant. Some of us, that's why I said in some of my quotes in the past, I said, if you have any knowledge in your head that is not useful to you, is a damage, is a poison to your head. Now you have gone to school and you are educated, but you have not learned the simple technique of honoring people. Honoring people means you should serve people. You should help develop this mentality of just doing little things for nothing. Just do it for free. See, I was not intentional about helping people in the past. You can see me here now. I'm inspired to come and share my knowledge with you because I know how far it will take you. I know how far it will take me. There's love in sharing. There's gain in sharing. There's profit in sharing. Share as much as possible as you can. You will get double, multiple of it. Just take, for example, now you are under somebody that you are serving. Maybe your boss, maybe in the office, maybe your parents, whosoever it is, even your spouse. Do you know that if you have this spirit of always just trying to help, always just trying to assist, do you know you always have an edge over that next person that you are always trying to help? This person become like they are answerable to you. There are so much they can do just to satisfy you, and that could mean giving you their money. It could mean trusting you with some certain things, some certain information that are key. There are a lot of secrets people know that you don't know. If you wash your hand very well, you will eat with elders. My people used to say this. But those elders that have something to give, I don't know if you get. So what am I saying in essence is, be kind, give gratitude, don't be an ungrateful fool. Somebody is helping you, instead of you to find a way to assist them back, to honor them. Jim Rohn said, you should take a rich man out for a lunch and offer to pay. It's a secret in this. For you already think that he has money. Some of them, they have spent the whole life thinking that nobody wants to help them. It is strange for a rich man to see somebody help him, somebody take him to a lunch and pay for it. So that's something like some of those things you might want to try. Do you know, a successful man, once you help them, they feel like it's a debt they need to pay you back. I've said this. You don't know some of these things, right? Thank God you are following this session today. And once you start practice honor people, I say honor. I learned this from Dr. Stephen Akintayo. He will always talk about it. Say honor, respect, be kind. Just offer to do something you know somebody need to do. You can do, but maybe they don't have enough time to do. A rich man have millions and millions of dollars to be able to pay for his loan, but you are there paying for it. Do you know that kind of signal he will receive from his head? Right? So we need to run fast. So please take these things serious. Jot them down. See, just start with anything. And do you know that most amazingly, most of these things I'm mentioning, earlier before I said self-learning, you can go to the YouTube, you can take books. You are listening to me today. This is free. You just need data, but do you know what you do with your data? You know what you are doing with your data. No, don't go that road. You are not going to succeed. If you really want to succeed, you need to start doing some of these things. So I say trust and integrity. Dr. Cosmos Maduka, I will always mention some of these people because I follow them bumper to bumper and I've seen their level of success and I know what I want. The man said integrity is missing in the part of the world we live in. You can't just trust people anyhow. They will betray you. So it's a product that is very scarce, especially in my country, Nigeria. Trust. Even internationally, they've heard about us that we are not good. We do international business with a lot of people around the world. And you know, most times, even your legit money that you have earned, they are scared of sending it to you. I don't know if you get. So if you are in Nigeria and you are in this part of the continent, Africa, and you can develop that integrity, people can trust you with their money, people can trust you with their life, people can trust you with certain things. Do you know, willingly they will come and drop things that you don't even ask for. These are some of the importance. So you now tell me you need money to start a business, you need money to have integrity, you need money to do self-learning, you need money to honor people. You can use your energy, your time to honor people. There are certain things that it's just the starting cycle. You just need little things. I don't want our video to exceed 30 minutes today. Let me rush. So trust and integrity is a powerful product that you can develop yourself into, and you have it all. You know, you have it all. So I have the fourth point here is good manager of resources. Now, assuming you've started developing trust and people start trusting with their money, people start trusting whatever they have, people start trusting with information that is relevant to them. Now, be a good manager. Whatever you have seen in this world that God have created, that's why I said by saying it's not about miracle, it's not about praying that will make you successful. Most of the things that you need, God already provide. It's just quite embarrassing that you keep praying for what you already have at your disposal just for you to go get it. But you are still praying for it. You are disturbing God. Allow him to attend to more relevant things. By the way, God is just looking at you. That's why I tell people that countries like ours, Nigeria, are supposed to be a great country, a great nation. And it's not prayer we need to get it right. We just need to do some certain things. God has blessed us with the resources. God has blessed us with people who have brain. We have information, we have knowledge. We have everything. It's just to use it. We don't know how to use it. Now imagine a Nigerian praying to God to come and fix Nigeria. Are you listening to yourself? That's probably what you are doing to your own life. And that's why I say if you cannot even change Nigeria, change yourself. Some of these things I'm telling you today is what you can use to change yourself. be a good manager of your time, your energy, kindness, your experiences, whatever resources that come to you, whatever opportunity that comes to you. Be a good manager. Don't waste it. Even some of you, you are working so hard. They are paying you money. Do you know what you do with that money? You can't even account for it. I am challenging you today. If you want to know really that you are the devil of your own life, start writing it down. Once you take your salary, or just start by this month. Once you take your salary, please write it down, what you've done with money from day 1 of the month to the 30th day or 31st day of the month. Write it down one after the other. I use my money to do this. I use my money to do this. Please practice this. It's a holistic approach to knowing really that you are the devil of your own life. That you don't need God. It's not prayer you need. You need to relieve yourself from that devil that you have, that you are caught. Write it down. What did you do with your money? Even as much as 5 naira or $5. Write it down clearly. Then by the end of the month, come and look at it holistically. I use my money to do this. Abbas, thank you for joining us. I use my money to do this. I use my money to do that. Now read it out loud to yourself and see how foolish you are to have used your money to do certain things. I said earlier, learn about financial knowledge, assets and liability. Most of the people that are poor, they only use their money to buy whatever that they have bought. That thing will continue to suck their blood, suck their money, suck their time, waste their time. You want to own a car, but you really know that that car cannot bring any value to your life. You just want to impress people. You just want people to know that you are rich. Anything you are buying with your money, you must account for it. You must know. Anything you are doing with your money, that thing must worth it. By the way, do you know that money is watching you? Those who are good manager of money, that each time money come into their hand, they use it well. Money will always love to come to them. But if you are not a good manager, as soon as it's gone, boom, it's gone. As soon as it's gone, boom, it's gone. That's because you are not using it wisely. Money is very sensitive. You don't know. By the way, you don't know. You think money is just foolish like you. I'm sorry, I'm using some words that is harsh. It's harsh, but I need to go it down. I need to let you understand that you have been your problem. I don't know if you get. You will see, go and look, calculate the past 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and see how much money has come into your account. You will see that level of your stupidity that I'm telling you. Now, when you see that, okay, this is where my money is going, now adjust. Because as far as I'm concerned, your money must continuously go into what brings value. It's not all about getting money and spending. See, and some people will say, I don't even have enough. What I'm paying is not enough. When I read, the first time I'm reading The Richest Man in Babylon, I found out something. And that really changed my mentality. The man said, people came to him and told him, okay, teach me how to make money. How did you make your money? He said, the first thing you need to do is to save 1% of every money you have. Is it 1% or 10%? You must save it for the future. Because the money that comes to you, there is some that's supposed to go for the past. Maybe you are in debt. There's some that's supposed to come for the present. You need to live now. There are certain things you need to do with money. There's some that's meant for the future. So now for most people, that one that is meant for future, which is more important, they don't always plan it. They don't always budget it, and they just live from hand to mouth. Let me tell you what the man said. Now everybody start complaining, what I'm earning is not enough, just like you now. The man said, okay, he sampled some kind of people, like 5 or 10 persons, and you too can try to do this. And I'm talking to you now, you know that this is true. He asked the first person, how much are you earning? Let me start by saying, okay, the person is earning 25,000. The next person, how much are you earning? This one said, I'm earning, let me double it, 50,000. The next person, how much are you earning? He said, I'm earning 100,000. Let's continue. Just take sample as much as you can. Then let me stop at these 3. Now he asked any of these 3 persons, okay, how much are you able to save? The first person, 25,000, said the money is not enough. The second person, 50,000, said the money is not enough. The third person, 100,000, said the money is not enough. You are probably saying the money is not enough. Probably you are even earning more than 100,000. It's not enough. Don't you see that you are your own problem? Everybody now, all of these persons are human beings, and they are always saying the money is not enough. You need to get out of this trap. You need to. I was working as a lecturer in the university, taking payment salary every month, but I said I don't have enough money to start a business. What? I just realized how my brain, it was my brain that was the problem, not that I didn't have money. Do you understand? So that's why I say you don't need money. It's not money you need. You have the money even, but you can't use it to do business. So these are some of the things you need, right? Now I said the 5th point here is start where you are. Start where you are. And I'm going to discuss some valuable information under this. And I tell people, do you know that you can actually start your life by offer to work for free? Do you know that I've seen a lot of people build businesses, massive businesses, that they started by offering it for free? Mark Zuckerberg, this platform we are using now, do you know he spent, I think, about 7 to 10 years, no income, nothing, people use it for free. People like us, by the way, we use it, we pay heavily for it now, because that's where we get our customers from. I'm into e-commerce. So you can't imagine, he's one of the most richest people on earth today, but he had to do this consistently for 7 years. Jack Ma, Alibaba, of Alibaba platform, he said he spent, is it about 3 years without a single revenue in his company. He just served people. In most cases, even spending his money for people, his time and energy for people. But once people recognize that this is helping them, what did they do? They start throwing money at it. For you, you can't work for free. Do you know that you can offer to go to even your place of work, that they are even paying you? You start serving, you tell them, you focus your attention on learning the something, not the money. Just use the money as transportation. And for most of us, what we do is that we allow responsibilities to overtake us always, because your income is always competing with your expenses. It's nature. It's nature, and that's why you are complaining. But you always need to manage. Okay, if I'm earning 50,000, I need to find a way to tell my income, my expenses that you need to go down like this. Okay, just assuming for a minute that you that is earning 50,000 now, if your earning was actually 30,000, you will still be fine. Wisdom. You need some of this wisdom. So you must push yourself to make sure that you save some amount of money. You work for free. That's what we call affiliates. Even at times, it's not even necessarily for free. You can offer to go and sell people's products somewhere. You take it, you go and sell. By the way, some days back, I was teaching my child that you can actually start something without any money. And he said, wow, how? You need to buy something. I said, this is how it works. People are doing realtor. You sell other people's property, you get money. People are doing affiliate market. People are doing one boy. You serve people for years just to gain experience, which is more powerful than even the school you have gone to. You don't want to do some of these things. You are not even patient. If you are listening to me right now and you are a graduate from school, you need to understand that, look, it was phase 1 of your life. This phase now is the reality. And you might need to spend probably 1, 2, 3 years of your life learning life reality. And that reality means getting down to work. Forget about the certificate you have. Forget about the degree. If I say this, people say I don't like school. I don't like school for some certain reasons. And these are some of the reasons. They don't give you what you need. They just give you paper. I don't know if you get. So, learn to serve people. Work for free. Even when you are a businessman, work for free. I learned this from Robert Kiyosaki. He said, go and read that book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Work for free. It will not go down well with you, but go and learn it. How to work for free. How can I work for free? Start browsing on YouTube. Now, I said be glad. The next point, which is point 6, be glad for difficulties. Be glad that you have challenges in your life right now. See, do you know that the 3% of people that rule this world, either they are leaders, wealth creators, self-made billionaires, do you know that it was actually a particular challenge that they went through that made them who they are? But with you, you are just complaining. I keep saying this. What you need are some of these tips actually, because if you have 5 million naira today, $5 million today, and you don't have some of these principles, you're going to go down. Understand this. And that's why you've been having some money in your life, but you are unable to manage it. You don't know what it takes. And you therefore cannot even, you are not a good manager of resources. God have created resources for you. God have given you brain. Do you know your brain is even one of the most biggest resources? We started by saying brains make empires, build empires, but empires don't build brains. Are you following? Now, be glad that you have difficulties. Even the kind of condition we have in Nigeria right now, you should be glad if you have the mindset that you face this. I have seen difficulties bring out the best in people, difficult times. I have seen people evolve in business after coronavirus lockdown. They change their mindset. It helps them. I have left some jobs because the employer challenged me in some certain ways. You know, and I'm grateful to them. Some people put me in difficulties. Like while I was in some classroom teaching, they don't allow me to do whatever I want to do sometimes. You know, I am just serving without. So I took my time to learn what they are doing. I learned, not just the money, I learned. And I gladly left. And I'm glad that they pressure me into doing certain things that I was not strong enough to do. They build me. Difficulties build you. It molds you into something that you can't even do if you didn't happen to go through that difficulties. That's why some of us are glad that we had some certain challenges in our life. If you don't want those challenges, I am telling you, you can't succeed. You need them. There are things you need to clamp on, by the way, to go to where you want to go to. If they should free you of challenges in your life, you can't go anywhere. Appreciate challenges. You know, use them as stepping stone. Appreciate people that hurt you. I've seen people that happens to fall a victim of relationship, but today they are motivators. They are motivational speakers on relationship. At a lot of money, a lot of company turn them to their brand ambassadors. You don't know people like ordinary presidents of the family in Abuja, Nigeria. He has gone through a lot of difficult times, and that has molded him to become who he is today, helping thousands and millions of people going through the same challenges he had gone through. Why don't you want to turn your challenges into solution? You look at it as difficulties. That's where your problem is. So I say make friends. Another point, number 7, I say make friends with successful people. Now don't go with a beggar mentality. With most poor people that I know, that's what they do. Once they go close to a rich man, okay, can we have this? Please, sir, boss, can we have anything for the boys? See, do you know, they will reluctantly avoid you. Oh, I don't know if that grammar is correct. But they will avoid you once they see that you have a beggar mentality. Serve them, help them. Even as little as ironing their clothes, helping them address some certain things that they are not available, helping them supply their family with certain information, help them with your time to do some certain things. Just be there. Just be willing to help and assist. You are just a complainer. And you know, with time, we draw you close. We begin to teach you things that you don't even imagine. You don't know the secrets. We are taking much time already. But what I said is that make friends with success. Even if you have a friend that tends to be successful today, please don't just take him as friend now today. Take him as like a boss, somebody you can gain from, somebody you can learn from, somebody that can impact your life, somebody that has gone an age ahead of you. But with you have that entitlement mentality. He's my friend, he's just being stupid, he don't want to help me. And you lose it. You lost the opportunity. And you know, they might not even want to bring you close with that mentality because it's a poison. How can you be entitled? How? If you have even helped somebody in the past, don't even think that they must help you back. What you need to think is, yes, if they can, fine. If they cannot, look for help somewhere else. It's a bitter reality, by the way, that a lot of people will not understand. I don't know if you get. So, be impactful in any type of relationship you do. Like yesterday, we made a video about you must do win-win. If anybody is benefiting you, please find a way to give back. Find a way to give back. That's why I said I encourage win-win. If anybody has helped you, find a way to help them back. Maintain that relationship. By the way, that's the only way the relationship can be maintained. We have Sophia George. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for joining our live session. right? I hope you are getting value. Please, if you are watching this video and you are getting value, just help me type whatever you think. Whatever you think I can do better, whatever you think I can, just help me grow. Help me share the video. You understand? So that others too can gain value from it. I tell you, you can start a business without money. Some of this information is what you need, right? I also talk about number 8, media content, just like what you see me do. See, I try write down some of the things that I will benefit from doing this session every day for 1,000 days. It will amaze you that I have almost 9 lists, which is still growing. It's growing every day, because every day as I make the contact with you, I find something new. I just go and jot it down. I have a specific purpose of doing this, but let me tell you, by the way, those are byproducts of what I'm doing. Do you know, with time, Facebook can monetize me. YouTube, I can be transferring this content. By the way, if you are watching on YouTube, because with time I will take this information there, just help me to subscribe. Once I get to some level of subscription, some level of followers, they will monetize the content and they will pay me in dollars. What do I stand to lose? By the way, that's not the reason why I'm doing this, but it's just like a byproduct. Like I said, it's not the main target. I don't know if you get. So use the media. For you, if you go there, what you do is to just start watching the jokes, start watching the news, start watching whatever that really, if you watch it for 5 years, cannot take you to anywhere. Why? You need to really discipline yourself. You remember the quote we did? Self-discipline is one of the building blocks. Control yourself. I know the session is getting longer already, but we need to round up, right? So there's a lot I wanted to say about that media content, but we don't have time. By the way, let me tell you that, see, I have some students under me now that I help to build YouTube content. There are several areas of YouTube you can develop content now. Do you know, even on this Facebook, do you know that you might not even need to do like me? You can be sharing other people's content. Just be consistent and they will monetize and pay you in dollar. And once you have that money, you cannot go and start the business you want to start. Start buying what you want to buy. You don't understand. It's painful. By the way, I am emotional about it because I've seen people who are so intelligent, even much more than me. Probably you are listening to me today, you are very much intelligent, you are smarter than me, but you are not enjoying your smartness. You need to, right? So I will finalize this by saying clarity of purpose in whatever you have chosen to do. I've mentioned 8 points now, right? Let me just mention them roughly. I said number 1, self-learning, self-directed learning. Number 2, honoring people. Number 3, having trust and integrity. Number 4, be a good manager of resources. Number 5, start where you are. Number 6, be glad and appreciate the difficulties you have in your life now. Turn them into what? Money. Turn them into wealth. Turn them into learning experiences. Make friends with successful people, no matter what it takes. Get a mentor stylishly. And there's a way you can go about these things. Do you understand? Now, number 8, I said media content. And finally, I'm finalizing this by telling you that you need to have clarity of purpose. If you are working for somebody right now, what exactly do you have in mind for your own self? And what do you intend to achieve in the life, in the future that you have? And how can you turn some of the valuable experiences, learning where you are right now, how can you transfer it into doing something for your own life? Whether you want to believe it or not, guess what? Those people you have been working for, you've been serving, have little or nothing in plan for you, for your future. As far as you still take a paycheck, there's limit to what you can do in life. Think about your own life and how you can help yourself. What exactly do you want? What is your purpose? And is it clear to you that this is what I want? Whatever you want, whatever it is, search your conscience. In case you don't know it, it's not too late. Ask yourself sincerely, what do I want out of life? Write it down clearly and try to understand, where next can I go to get this done? The work I'm doing right now, can it take me there? Are you just working for money? How long would it take you working for money? You work, you spend your time for others just to get a little payment. That thing you are doing for others, if you do it for yourself, do you know how much you'll be gaining for yourself? See you tomorrow. I hope you use some of these tactics. There's so much of them. But I think these are some of the ones that you don't even need money at all to start. Some of them you need a little money, if at all you need. By the way, all of these I've mentioned, you don't need money actually. So maybe in the next episode, if you want to talk about how to start a business without money, we can also have more options. There are so many of them. So until tomorrow, bye bye.